Hi all, welcome to my channel, welcome to my world. This is the world of Wayne. It's Tuesday, although I am filming this on a Monday. Hence why I'm wearing my Rams shirt. Go Rams! So glad they won the Super Bowl. But this is going to be the next 4 stages of the Fanhome release of Build Your Own R2-D2. Oh, it's a heavy night, but what a good night. What an absolutely brilliant night. Anyway, as I said, we're doing the next 4 stages of the Fanhome release. Now, we're going to be doing some leg details, and we're also going to be making the lightsaber. And what I'll do is I'm going to bring my R2-D2 over and just show you what it looks like with the lightsaber coming in and out and what we're actually going to be building. This is the Apple One phone, and I'm recording this on another phone. So here's R2 here, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to press lightsaber on here. So when I press that, if I go up to where the thing is, the lightsaber comes up, a bit blurry, that's better, and goes down again. Exciting, isn't it? So listen, if you want to get this for yourself, I've put the link in the video description. You can get this all the way from Pack 1 from Fanhome. We're going to be starting with issue 39, so without further ado, let's get cracking. So this is issue 39 here, and you will notice straight away something brilliant. We have got a pillbox to keep all our screws in. Now, obviously, I don't know what you've been using prior to this to keep the screws in, and I'm hoping that you can actually identify the screws from these videos. Now, there isn't many screws in this build. There looks to be loads, but there are just a certain type of screw, so I will try and help you as we go along to figure out what screws are what. But they do, as you can see, provide a pillbox in this stage. So we need this part that we completed in stage 38. We're going to be adding some details to that. So let's just open this little box of stuff that we got here. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be putting this cap into the top here. Now we are going to need to hold that into place with a little bit of glue. So conveniently, I'm going to use one of the trays that they provide us with. Now this glue I get from the Range stores in the UK. It costs £1 for 2 tubes. And it looks just like that. That's what I use on the channel all the time. So all this is an Archimedes drill with a normal pin stuck in the end of it. So it's nothing special. So I'll get this and I'm going to just put this around the rim of the inside there. And then put the top on. And that will hold that into place. It's a very quick glue, so as you can see, it's not going to come out. In a similar fashion, we're going to be joining these 2 parts together. This is just going to go in there like that. So once again, I'm going to need to put some glue just into this bit here. Just around the surfaces which are going to have contact with each other. That should be enough. It is D-shaped, so it can only go in one way. So this is going to go in like that. Hold that for a second, and as you can see, that's it as well. Now this top section here that we've got is actually just going to go into the channel there. So it's actually going to fit on like that. But once again, that's going to need to be glued in as well. Simplest way to do that is just put glue down each channel there. Put that back in and just hold that into place. And there we go. That's the finished detail. Now we need to attach this to the leg that we did last time. It's going to go into these 2 holes here. So it's going to go in like that. That's going to be secured in the other side. These are silver screws. Now the threads are really tight together. And that tells us that it's going into metal. So once again, to identify what screws you're actually using, if you've got tight together threads like that, it means you're going into metal. And obviously this detail is metal. So put the screws in here, one in this side. And I have put some oil on this. Excellent. And just do the same with the other one, which means we will have 1 screw left over, which we can store in our screw box. Now I think the easiest way to do this, when I do that, is if this is the screw box, then I'm going to use all the top one there for metal screws. So I'll drop that in there, and I'll use all the bottom ones for plastic screws. But with that done, that's all there is to do in that stage. Now here we've got issue 40. Just going to turn to the back, show you what we're going to be doing. Looks like we've got some more details going onto the leg here. So we're going to be putting them on the leg, and we have got the lightsaber coming, which is going to be brilliant putting this together, just having a mini Return of the Jedi lightsaber there. But we're going to be putting these details on first. So there's not actually a lot to do on this. We have got the base for the lightsaber, which we need to keep to one side, because we're going to start putting the lightsaber together later. We've also got this part as well. This is part of the lightsaber. All we've got is just this plastic detail, which is going to go onto the leg. Now, if you see the holes that we've got left, quite simply, all we're doing is taking this section and putting that in there, making sure that's nice and seated perfectly on there. Now, you would think that we're going to turn it over and we're going to screw it in, but we don't actually do that in that stage, because guess what? That is all there is to do in that stage. Okay, this is where it's all going to happen now. So we're going to be making the lightsaber. So in stage 41, you've got all the parts continued with the parts that we just received from the last stage. And we're going to start piecing all of these together. So at the end, as you can see, we've got a lightsaber. Wish I could say a working lightsaber, but no, it's just the hilt. So the best thing to do is I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this laid out on my workstation here in the exact order that it's going to go together. So we're going to have a screw. Then we're going to have this hilt section here, which I'll just stand upright like that. Then we've got this section here like that. Then we've got this section here like that, and attached to that, we're going to be having this silver section and this gold section here. Then we've also got some little tiny screws that are going to go in there. Then the section from the last stage will be going here. And then finally, we've got the hilt going here. Now we need to make sure things are round the right way. So this one needs to be round this way. So the lip here is facing towards the hilt here. I've missed a bit out. We've got this section, this gold section here as well. So that is laid out exactly as it's going to go together. Now, as you can see here, we've got these tiny pins. Now we're going to use them in this section here. And as you can see, we've got a channel just at the top on each one. And we're going to drop a pin into each one of those channels. But we want to secure that into place as well. So I've got some glue still. Put that in the channel there. And drop one of the pins into that. Just like that there. Do the same on the other side. Just some glue in the channel there. And then drop one of the pins in. I don't think it matters what way the pins go, because they're going to be fitting in just like that. We're then going to be putting the base on, which means we are going to be using some more glue around this section here. So I'm just going to dot that around. On the bottom. I'm being quite generous with this, because the hilt is going to attach to it. This is what the hilt looks like, and as you can see, we have got a little indent on that side. That's going to go over one of the pins that we just put in. So putting that together, push that in, and there we go. That's the first two stages of the lightsaber complete. Now while that's drying, we can actually add the details to this section here. So what we need to do is put this silver part on. This is plastic, and that's going to go on here just like that. It's going to be held in with 2 of the 6mm silver screws now. And as you can see, they've got tight threads, which means they are going into metal. So I'll line this up and put the screws just in here. So that's one. And there we go. That one's number 2. Now on the top of this, we're going to be putting some glue. So I'm going to put some glue just in these circles here, because some pins are going to be holding this together. And then we're going to be putting this detail in here. So line it up. And seat that in. It's quite a tight fit. Now we're going to be putting these 2 bits together. As you can see, once again, we've got an indent in there, which means once again, I'm going to put some glue just around the outside of this section. All the way. Again, being quite generous with the glue. That's perfect. Then we'll piece these two bits together again, making sure that pin goes in the indent, like that. And you have the lip facing towards the base here. We're going to be attaching this section now, which means, once again, glue all the way around the side here. Again, I'm being quite generous with this. I think that's perfect. Put one on the top there just for luck. And again, we're following the indent that we've got of the metal piece there. So these bits are going to go together like that. It's going to hold that into place for a second. So while that's drying, I'll put that to one side and we're going to create the top section. So I need this silver section here and I'm going to drop this screw, which looks like that, down the top. That comes in this stage. Then I'm going to be putting this gold piece on. So this is going to go this way round through that section. I'll just screw that through. I mean, it should fall through on its own anyway. So it comes out the bottom there. And then this whole thing is going to be screwed into the end of the lightsaber just there. So get that lined up. Holding that with my hands. And tighten the screw. Make sure that's nice and tight together. And there we go. We have got a finished lightsaber looking just like that. So in stage 42, we're back to the leg section. We've just got some reinforcement details here and we've got the ankle plate to put on. All we're going to be doing in this stage though is just putting that metal reinforcement section together. So I may as well just keep this part in the pack at the moment because we're not going to be using it. What we are going to be using is just these two metal plates here, looking like that. Now they have got numbers on. I've got a LFL02 and LFL01. They're just going to piece together with the numbers facing upwards like that. We don't actually attach these to anything. That's all there is to do in that stage. There were some really quick stages there, but I think it's the pièce de résistance making the lightsaber here, which is brilliant, and I'm glad that I could demonstrate that working at the start of the video. Coming up, I know that issue 50 we've got the actual dome of the metal dome of R2-D2, so that's something to look forward to in the future packs. But once again, if you want to subscribe to this yourself, I'll put the link in the video description. You get that all the way from pack 1. But I really do hope you like that video. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please remember to subscribe. Other than that, take care.